Hello everybody. So recently my channel has been under attack by somebody by the name of Brandon Annette. He runs Annette's Firearm channel, and I'll go ahead and link that below. Now, a little bit of history here, and this isn't normally the type of video I do. You guys know that I stick to training videos, reviews, and the occasional political chatter about usually Second Amendment issues. But this starts a little over a year ago, maybe a year ago, when I was trying to help Brandon Annette with firearms problems. He has the skill level of a beginner or not quite beginner shooter, and that's putting it mildly. I would normally say something to the effect of, he's a fucking idiot, and he is going to hurt somebody or himself one of these days because of all the bad practices he has. Now, you won't know these bad practices because he's deleted all the videos that show the bad practices. And I know this because he's admitted it. And that I'm going to make a video like this and apparently become a fool. Anyway, so I tried to help Brandon a long time ago, and I even offered to pay him. So he could afford to go to the range and do some shooting to practice the things that I was trying to teach him. The last thing that I tried to teach him was room clearing. This is something that he thought he could do. So I said, make a video. It was a personalized YouTube video, or I mean Facebook video, and it was pretty horrible. So I, in turn, made a personal Facebook video for him, as I had asked him, or as I had offered him many times. I, in turn, made an instructional video on single-person room clearing, just using my bedroom as the example, talking him through how it would work if it was a team, and how it would work as an individual. He then went through, made another video, improved on a couple things, but it was still pretty bad. He got killed. He would have gotten killed the first couple steps in the door. And of course, at that point, he gave up. Absolutely just won't listen to anything anybody has to say. And quite frankly, has gone through and threatened me, threatened my channel, threatened lawsuits against me because of criticisms that I've given him, threatened lawsuits against other people because of criticisms that he has received from them, and has even gone as far as to sick his mom on me. Mind you, this is nearly a 30-year-old man. He has gone as far as to sick his mom on me, to threaten multiple lawsuits against me, and I have proof of those as well. So today he decided to take me on Facebook. And, you know, it's really starting to get old with this guy because it's just non-stop with him. And it's all, this time it was because he just posted a video showing these two guys shooting. And I commented about the chicken wing, how the chicken wing, you know, if you're holding your arm up there for a long time, it's fatiguing, it's tiring, and the more fatigued you are, the more tired you get, the more possibilities of making mistakes. This is true for anything. This is true for driving a car. This is true for operating heavy equipment. This is true for using a pocket knife. If you're tired, if you're fatigued, if you're sleepy, you probably shouldn't be whittling wood, in case you're going to cut yourself. But this is a true fact for anything, and it is a true fact for that giant chicken wing. So this set him off. This set him off. Holy crap, did it set him off. To the point where it's been nonstop all day. I have a job to do. He apparently doesn't. I have a job to do, and my phone has been going off all day long, nonstop, because to the point where I eventually had to block him on Facebook. And you feel free to go to my Facebook page, the RTT Guns, Gear, and Politics Facebook page. You can see all of it. Anyway, so because I commented about the chicken wing, which is apparently a sin to comment on that, he posted this picture to prove that I chicken wing and I'm a hypocrite, which of course isn't true. When you shoulder a rifle, to tuck your arm in tight, unless you have to, is equally as fatiguing as holding it way up here. Neither one of those are natural positions. And as you know from any of my training videos, I talk about natural positioning, body mechanics, and things like that all the time. So when you bring a rifle up and you shoulder it, your arm is going to be out just a little bit. And this is a generally common thing for just about anybody. Body types and things like that may change, but generally speaking, when you bring it in, this is a natural resting position for your elbow, and it's the least fatiguing of this in tight and this up high. So he thought he got me with the whole chicken wing thing. Of course, we all know he didn't. This is obvious to everybody but him and the two people that he's sicked on me to troll me on my channel. And then he posted about how unsafe I am. Like this picture where he talks about finger on the trigger and not pointing the gun in the right direction. Of course, he fails to link the video to show the context of that picture, which is where I clearly show that the pistol is empty and it's at-home dry fire practice. Shot. So find a spot on your wall, hang a picture up there, picture your mother-in-law, whatever it may be. You know, tape a target to the wall. Of course, use an empty gun, because let's face it, your landlord's going to be pissed if there's a bunch of holes in your wall, not to mention your wife. Now there's this one where he says that I'm in some sort of broken English. I'll give you guys a second to try to read what he's saying. The intelligence level here isn't real high. That I am an idiot for letting a person point a gun at me. Of course not in context again, because my friend and I both show clear, and it is an instructional video on disarmaments. Now first thing we're going to do, I'm going to show you that I am running clear. I'm running clear. Check. And my friend Scrap here is running clear. Scrap's going to help me out with this. And say hi to the camera, Scrap. Hola. And then he posts this picture of something from like 4 or 5, that's how far, this is how demented and sick this person is. It's an alternate reality he lives in. He went as far as to go 4 or 5 years back to find a video where it looked, because of the way he still shotted the picture, that I had my finger on the trigger. Now, he also says that I racked I racked the bolt, which I do. Big deal. There's no live rounds in it or anything like that. I rack the bolt and I point the rifle at the screen. It's happened on probably millions of videos. Anyway, as you can see here, I clearly do not have my finger on the trigger, but the way he picked and chose which frame to screenshot it at, he made it look the most like I had my finger on the trigger. As you guys well know, I have very good discipline. I do everything I can for safety precautions, and I talk about safety precautions all the time on my videos. And then there's this video where he claims I'm flagging my hand. I'm flagging my hand. Of course, not in context again. Talking about administrative reloads. I'll show you the clip of it real quick, but you can plainly see that as I draw my pistol, I bring my hand in and the pistol crosses in front of my hand. But, again, he cherry-picked the single frame that looked like, because of the camera angle, that I was flagging my hand. So if you don't know, you might be asking yourself, what is the administrative reload? Well, I'll show you it real quick here. And basically, we're going to start from empty. You might be asking yourself, what is the administrative reload? Well, I'll show you it real quick here. And basically, we're going to start from empty. This is a very, very pathetic reach for just that last straw of somebody who is mentally disturbed. And then there's this picture where he says I'm not aiming in the proper direction, that there's no backstop, or I'm not aiming in a safe direction, and I have my finger on the trigger. This is a very recent video where I talk about you never go fully semi-automatic, and the rifle is plainly clear because I've racked it several times. I'm dry firing the trigger, and where the rifle is pointed is a giant mountain that I use as a backstop. Of course, anybody who's watched my channel knows there's always a mountain there as a backstop, and that if the camera is facing me, it's probably not facing the mountain. And then my favorite, a video from like 5 years ago where I'm sitting at my kitchen table and I happen to rack a round, a live round, no doubt about it. I racked a live round into one of my AKs, and then I set it on the table. I racked a live round into one of my AKs and set it on the table. Apparently, it's not safe for him to have loaded guns at home, but I have loaded guns at home all over the place. And this is a safety concern, I guess, for him because I don't know. Now, when you want to talk about safety concerns, as you can plainly see by this picture, he has a pistol pointed into his gut. He's trying to reload it for a double feed drill. And he says that I could have photoshopped that picture on there, or his face on there. That's what he said on Facebook. It's plain as day. You can go there and find it. So, here's the clip where he's clearly using live ammo to do this drill. And if you missed the live ammo, here's a still shot of it. So I don't know where this guy's coming from. I don't know what he's thinking. He thinks he got me. I mean, I can see him sitting at home right now, let's just stuffing his face full of Cheetos and thinking like he won something somewhere, somehow. It's pretty pathetic. It's pretty bad. And I don't go to channels and talk a lot of shit. I don't comment on a lot of videos. In fact, I'll thumbs up them or share them or stuff like that. But I don't comment on a lot of videos. Him, however, through multiple lawsuit threats, multiple threats on my channel, multiple threats on my Facebook page, I've pretty much been left with no choice but to go to his videos. When he posts a video about him doing gun handling, it is my job to make sure to put a comment in there to point out all the flaws, to ensure that anybody that runs across that video does not handle a gun in the same way as he does. Because it's unsafe, and unsafe practices equal accidents. That's all I got for you. Don't expect more videos like this. Of course, if you want me to tear apart his channel, I will. I mean, my channel is for you. So if you want me to tear apart his channel, I will. But I don't like to do videos like this, and I wish I didn't have to make a video like this, but it has been literally 12 hours or more constant. Thanks for listening. We'll talk to you later.